What's cooking, everyone? I'm your host, Lisa Prado, and welcome to What's Cooking in Real Estate. This is where the industry's top breadwinners come together to cook up a meal and toast to a deal. Today we're here at Urban Homes Kitchen Showroom, where real estate's leading players are cooking up delicious Greek cuisine, sponsored by Kalari Hospitality. On our show today, we have Emmy Award-winning host and interior designer Kathy Hobbs, CEO of Rapid Realty Anthony Lawley, President of Wemit Kate Shin, and here to start us off with our appetizer, Kalari's New York executive chef Gregory Zapantis, with Chairman of Massey Knackle, Robert Knackle.
Thank you for coming.
Hey, Gregory, how are you?
With me.
Pleasure to be here today.
Today we're gonna do something classic. We're gonna do spinach pie, all fresh ingredients, but at the same time, you're gonna teach me a thing or two about real estate.
Happy to do it.
Okay? So let's start with preparing the spinach pie. You can dice the onion for me and the scallion, while I will do the leeks. So tell me, how long have you been doing real estate,
Well,
Bob?
believe it or not, it's been 27 years already. And
27 years. Wow.
Actually 30 years if you include the 3 summers that I was in the real estate business while I was in college. So it's been quite a while. In some ways it seems like a really long time, and in other ways it seems like it's been about 5 minutes. But
I'm gonna take the scallion so we can continue cooking while you're cutting the onions.
you know, it's interesting that we have a lot of clients who own a lot of buildings that actually started out in one retail business or another. Either they were in the restaurant business or some type of retail business, and they did buy the building that their business was in and bought a couple of more for other locations, and now they actually are in the real estate business more than in the retail businesses that they started in.
Now you see how the vegetables are welded, and we sauteing the vegetables, and we didn't use any olive oil.
All right, Gregory, where are we going next with this meal? What's the next step?
The next step on this meal, we're almost done with our spinach pie. We're gonna use the same bowl. Let me turn this off because it's getting too hot.
It's actually, this big knife would come in handy in the real estate industry sometimes. I like this. Good stuff.
Okay, so this is our spinach, the scallions, and all the other herbs, and we're gonna add some more dill, fresh cut dill. And actually, you can do any type of herb that you like. You can do basil, you can do parsley. You just give it a different twist. And it all depends, you know, that the flavors that, as an individual, you like. We toast this very well. I don't know if you realize I did not put any salt at all. The reason that I did not put any salt is because I'm going to crumble feta.
And how long have you been cooking this? Is this one of Mom's dishes?
Well, this is one of Mom's recipe. It's a classic. And classics, they never go out of style. They will be around forever. Some black pepper, about a teaspoon. Okay, this is the phyllo dough that we can easily buy in any supermarket. And it's nice and thin. It's about 10 to 12 pieces. And again, I will only use, not butter again, I will only use extra virgin olive oil again.
So no butter at all in this preparation?
No, it's not necessary. Cooking, it's my passion, and this is what I would like to do for the rest of my life. And I will tell you, if I have to start all over again, Bob, I will not change a thing. Put 4 or 5 pieces of phyllo on one on each side, and then we're gonna take our mix and put everything in the pan. So as you see,
so how many pieces are you putting on it? 12 altogether?
We used 5 pieces overlapping in the bottom, and the remaining 7 on top. And before I place it into the oven, I'm gonna slice it. I'm gonna mark it actually. And I will place this in the oven, and it should be ready in about 25 minutes at 325 degrees. Thank you. Here, Bob, let's enjoy it.
Okay. Just dig in.
Wow. This
That
is
is
great.
delicious.
Yeah, this is great.
Really great.
This is great. Something simple and
Kate, Tony Sinapura, nice to meet you.
Nice to
Welcome.
meet you.
Cooking and real estate.
Yes.
I'll take care of the cooking, you take care of the real estate, okay?
I'm right next to you.
But before we get started, I wanted to know something about you. Like, you used to be in financing, and now you're in real estate
Development.
development.
Okay, so, well, I started my career in finance, real estate finance. And actually, I started my company, development company 3 years ago. So, I started my company about 3 years ago. And it's a development company. We focus in residential, very high-end real estate development company. We buy very aging old townhouses in New York City, usually in a very prime location such as Upper East.
Cool, that's great. Do me a favor, I'm going to start cooking this halibut here. This is some beautiful East Coast halibut that just came out of the water this morning. What I want you to do is just peel this cucumber here, and we're going to run it through the mandolin over here, and we're going to make some cool cucumber noodles like this. What I do now is I'll just put it in an oven. Okay. But anyway, so I just took the fish out of the oven, and you know, you'll touch the sides, and you'll see that it's starting to firm up. So it's just about there. So now what I'll do is I'll just flip it over. You see how it has this nice crust on it? Now, the fish is basically done. I'm going to let it sit there for a couple of minutes. And now we'll move on to a simple plating of this dish. We're just going to put a dollop in the center. Okay. Again, I'm taking the chickpea puree. I'm going to put a little dollop down in the center of the plate. Very simple. Not too much, just enough, you know. Consider it like a sauce or a condiment. Then I'll take our marinated cucumbers, swirl them together, so it's a nice little vegetable garnish. And then I want to put it down in the center so you can see the chickpea puree around the outside. This is just salt, pepper, lemon juice, mint, and olive oil.
Okay.
And then simply just take the fish.
It looks like a noodle.
Yeah, put it on top.
Wow.
A little my tapenade vinaigrette. Swirl that around the outside. This is just pureed olives, mint, parsley, basil, roasted garlic, and some capers. And then I'll take some of my little microgreens that I got at the farmer's market. And have a little garnish like that. That's basically how we make this. And
Wow, looks beautiful. It's all about passion. I agree.
it's all about cooking in real estate.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Anthony.
you. Take care. It's
I'm
nice
gonna
to meet you.
enjoy
Enjoy.
the food.
Nice meeting you.
Hey, Kathy, nice to meet you.
Nice to
My
meet you,
name is
Serena.
Serena. I'm from Precious Delectables, and you're from Kathy Hobbs
Design Recipes. I'm an interior designer and home stager, and I'm excited to make cupcakes. I love cupcakes.
Yes,
love
it
cupcakes. So what are we going to make?
Today we're going to actually be making chocolate blast. What it incorporates is we use the finest Ethiopian beans to make, it's like a cappuccino espresso feel.
Okay.
It's like one shot in a cupcake, basically.
Oh my gosh, that'll keep you awake.
Okay, so if you could start maybe cracking an egg, we'll
Okay.
incorporate all
And
of these.
just put it in here?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me about Precious Delectables.
Precious Delectables has been in business for about 3 years now. The reason why we came up with the concept is because I come from a background of culinary, and you know, I have history of my family's in fashion, and so I just wanted to incorporate something that kind of throws in both.
So what have we put in here? We've put in the Ethiopian beans with the cocoa,
Yes.
flour,
Eggs. We incorporated some whole milk, as well as a little teaspoon of salt and a little teaspoon of baking powder to
So
help
this
rise.
is it. I mean, basically at this point, we just keep stirring and then we just pour it into the molds.
Yes, exactly.
Cupcakes are so easy, I gotta tell you.
But enough about me. Can you explain a little about the whole Kathy design here? You know?
Yeah, no, I have a design firm called Kathy Hobbs Design Recipes. I do residential interior design and home staging.
Okay.
Love helping people redesign their homes and make them beautiful. And I also like to help people sell their homes, and that's what I do with home staging. I actually teach. I've been asked by what I consider the Harvard of home staging, certified staging professionals, to teach for them.
So now
What do we do
we're
now?
ready to set them in the cupcake holders.
Okay.
And
Do
put
you
them in the
use
oven.
a different spoon to pour these in? Like,
Yes,
do you need?
we have
Okay.
a scooper. It's easier for you to be able to take them out of
It
the
makes
bowl.
it nice and neat, right?
Exactly, and it's about the same size. You know, it makes everything about the same size.
Okay. So just go like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've never done it this way. I have to admit, I take the bowl and I just
Pour
start
it in.
pouring. And I mean, this is a really good tip. I really like this tip. So what do we do after? So
We're gonna
basically
set
we
these.
fill
yeah.
all these.
Right, and we're gonna put the oven on. The oven's already
Okay.
heated to 350.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take those over, place them in the oven. I keep them on for about 20 minutes at 350 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And,
Okay.
you know, in the interim, we can make the icing.
Okay.
And we're going to pour a little bit of the chocolate.
Okay, into the butter.
Butter, yes.
Okay, how much?
Okay, that's good. But usually I incorporate about 2 teaspoons.
Okay, so right now it's just literally butter and chocolate. That's all.
So
this is
far,
so
and then we're
far.
going to move on with a little bit of the confectioner sugar. Add a little bit of, maybe a half a cup to start of confectioner sugar.
Now, do you ever beat icing, or I see that you're using a spatula. I mean, do you never need to beat it so that it gets really kind of fluffy?
Well, no, it depends. I like to take my time and make sure that I get through everything. But you can, that's another way of, you know, incorporating icing is to beat it as well. And what we're going to use is a little bit, maybe a half a cup of fresh whole milk.
Okay.
And this will help
The
it
full
ease.
fat stuff.
Yes.
We're not gonna.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna go for the gusto because this seems like it's still a little.
Mm-hmm. And that will help soften
tight.
it up.
Okay, gotcha.
And we'll just keep going.
So I'm curious. We've done the
We've
cake and
done
the icing.
It looks like
And-
the cakes are about ready, and then we'll see.
the final product.
Yes. Okay, and here we have it.
This looks awesome.
We put it in the fridge to cool for some time after in the oven because of the icing. We wanted to firm up a little bit. And actually, when you do the icing, you push it down in the middle, so it's actually like a shot inside. Okay, so let's go for it. Let's see what the final outcome looks like.
That is good. It really is.
Thank you.
It's very good. It's very good.
What's cooking, Anthony?
I'm excited. I feel like it's my birthday. Tell me what this is about.
Well, in actuality, it kind of is like your birthday because today's the birth of the lolly drink.
The lolly drink. Okay. Tell me a little bit more about this.
I teamed up with Kalari Hospitality to come up with a drink that would highlight you. You're such an entrepreneur, from real estate education to construction, creating CEOs in the middle of a recession.
While other offices were closing down, we actually started growing. We were able to go from 2 offices to 49 offices in 20 months through the vehicle of franchising. So I'm pretty excited about that.
When I started thinking about this, I said, well, one thing I know about Anthony is that he likes to party.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought of Malibu rum because, let's face it, a party isn't a party unless you have Malibu rum.
That's true. Good old Malibu.
So I'm going to take some ice here. So we're going to take 2 ounces here. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Awesome.
And 1 for good luck.
Okay, great. What's next? So 2 ounces of Malibu.
And then I picked Ciroc vodka, and it kind of has that cool CEO
That
vibe.
corporate cool feel.
That
I like
corporate
it.
cool
I like
feel.
it. How much of this do we put in there?
We put about an ounce in here.
Okay.
And that also evens out the flavor.
Cool. Next.
And then I picked peach schnapps. I really picked peach schnapps because of the office that I found out that you opened up in Staten Island. How long ago?
3 weeks ago, we had a big grand opening for our South Beach location in Staten Island, so it was pretty exciting. That was our 49th location. It's a big deal. about 300 people, and it was a big celebration. So this is like fitting.
So now I've picked Saint Germain. In seeing how you interact with people, I felt that this was a good choice for the Lolly brand.
Okay.
And those are the
And
elements.
we mix it up.
Then we mix it up. And we shake it up really well. Now we're chilling.
Speaking of cool, from what I heard, like you're getting involved in real estate on the commercial sector. I've been hearing rumors like princess of real estate.
Well, actually, the rumors that you've been hearing are true. But you don't have to hear it from me because I actually have the queen of retail real estate.
That's right, you can't have a princess without a queen.
And that's Faith Hope Consolo. And she's here
That's
to
great.
help us pour this drink for
That's
you.
great. That's great. Wow. Fabulous, fabulous.
Ciao, ciao. Hello.
I feel blessed. I have the best of both worlds here. Princess and a queen.
Look how lucky you are. Look how lucky.
Very lucky. So what do you think, Faith? You think we can do something here? 20 offices, 4 months. How are we going to pull this off?
Well, it's a challenge, but I think with my new gal, Judy, my princess in training, I think we can help you.
Okay, that sounds like a deal.
So tell us, Anthony, how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing real estate for about 13 years, Faith. I started when I was 19.
Right.
And I decided to franchise my company about 20 months ago, and it just
Okay.
exploded. It went from 2 offices to 49 offices literally in 20 months.
Well, you were very smart to capture the market at a time when people were pulling back, and it's kind of like what I said to my team, you grow or you go.
That's right.
So you're growing.
I feel it already. Let's
do?
toast to
Okay.
it. Let's
So
toast
I
to it.
think we're toasting to the deal.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, yes.
And this is the lolly. I feel very special.
Cheers.
Thank you.
That's our show for today. Thanks for joining us, and thank you to all our chefs and sponsors. And a special thank you to Kalari Hospitality and Urban Homes for helping us cook up all this delicious food. Make sure to tune in next time as What's Cooking in Real Estate goes green. Join us as we cook up a meal and toast to a deal.